everyone. This is the story about Sarah, and this is Godly Play, and my mom is gonna play the story. So here we go.
Thank you, James. Once in the great city of Ur, there was a girl named Sarai, which means princess. In the same city, there was a man named Abram. They met and fell in love. They traveled to many new places. God showed them the way. All their lives, they lived in tents. Sarai was beautiful, even when she was very old. Once they went to Egypt, and the king of Egypt, called the Pharaoh, wanted her for himself. When he discovered that she was Abram's wife, he made them both leave. They went back to the land of Canaan, to Hebron, where they pitched their tent for the last time. Abram and Sarah had been married for a long time, but they had no children. God had promised them that they would be the mother and the father of the great family. But how could that be with no children? This made Sarai worried. Finally, she told Abram to take a second wife, which was custom in those days. Abram took Hagar, Sarah's helper, for his second wife. When Hagar was about to have a baby, Sarai became angry because she wanted to be the mother. Hagar was afraid, so she ran away into the wilderness. The angel of the Lord found Hagar by a spring of water. In the desert, but told her to go back. The angel told Hagar that she would have a son and should name him Ishmael. She went back, and Ishmael was born. Many years went by, and God appeared to Abram. God said to him, "We will be together forever." So God blessed Sarai and promised to give her a son of her own. So Abram became Abraham, and Sarai became Sarah. Three strangers came out of the desert. The strangers said, "In the spring of the year, God will bless Sarah, and she will have a son." Abraham laughed. Sarah, who was standing by the door, laughed too, because she was too old. The stranger heard and said, "Sarah, did you laugh?" And she said, "No." She was afraid for some reason. Sarah did have a son. She named him Isaac, which means laughter. Sometime later, Sarah saw Ishmael, Hagar's son, playing with Isaac, and she grew angry all over again. And she told Abraham to send them away. The next morning, Abraham gave Hagar and Ishmael some bread and water. to eat and drink, and sent them into the desert. When they had nothing left to eat or drink, Hagar put Ishmael under a bush and walked far away so she wouldn't have to watch him die. The baby began to cry, and God heard him. An angel came to Hagar and told her to open her eyes. And when she did, she saw a well of water. Hagar and Ishmael drank the water and lived. Their family still lives today. One day, Sarah watched Abraham and Isaac go away. They were going to Mount Moriah. She watched from inside the tent as they left, and the next day she watched for them again, and then the next. A week passed, and she wondered if she would ever see Isaac again. Finally, she saw them coming back and went out to greet them. It was good to have them home again. Then Sarah, full of many years, died. And Abraham buried her in a cave. At the end of his new field by the trees. Isaac married Rebekah, and they had twins, and the great family began to grow. I wonder what part of this story you like best. I wonder what part of this story is the most important. I wonder what part is about you or is especially for you. And I wonder if we can leave out any of the story and still have all that we need.